Yesterday, I made a video with my perspective on white supremacy. It has attracted the attention of people who have made more than 200 comments, and they are offended that I don't like white supremacy. I actually do care about productive discourses with my political enemies, though I do recognize their profound limitations and how much of a political strategy that ought to take up. So, a lot of people were concerned about my sex life and my testosterone levels. I have my own assumptions about people who take the time to target strangers on the internet. I don't need you to have a shitty sex life or low testosterone levels. I still think that your politics are working against your interests, even if you're very satisfied with those parts of your life. Oh, and then in terms of intelligence, does the quality of my ideas change if you know that I read extensively on political theory, extensively on economic theory, and on philosophy, both leftist and my political enemies? But you don't have to believe that. The ideas are what I say they are. And so if you need me to be unread and stupid and gay to dismiss what I'm saying, then I think that says something about how you feel about what I'm saying. Well, if you can't be proud of whiteness, how is any other category different? And there is an answer to that question because whiteness is a category of exclusion. Any one of you listening, no matter how proud you are, you can do a DNA test and you can get information that makes you no longer white. It is not the case for a gay person or a black person. There is no new information about themselves that can remove them from that identity because those identities aren't created as exclusion. I won't speak much more to other racial identities because they're not my own, but I will tell you that from my perspective, people who are proud of their blackness, for example, that's a celebration of their ancestors not being able to be erased. And my perspective on celebrating whiteness is you're celebrating your ancestors erasing themselves and their own traditions. It's this belief where whiteness is this thing that you join in. And then even if your ancestors were black-lunged coal miners, you get to believe as though you come from Thomas Jefferson or who the fuck ever. That's the grift. And that's why I call it a grift. Because my belief is that our ancestors would have given us a better world if they hadn't swallowed that pill of white pride and instead had understood themselves to be people from specific cultural traditions that were being exploited by the Epstein class at the time. At the time, they were the slave raping class. And my perspective is that the idea of being white is an idea that divides the working class against each other. There you go. Free education for my enemies, part 2.